momentarily. Listen for dial tone. Deposit the amount specified on the instruction card and dial your call again.
Anybody got a quarter?
All right, what's up, guys? This is episode 2. Anthony here.
Hey, I'm Taco.
So this is our second episode, and the first one was pretty fun and funny, so I hope you listened to it. I did end up not seeing you poop in your bucket. He didn't bring it this time.
Well, that's because you have the tall back trash can.
Okay, so we're still going to continue figuring out how you poop in a can.
I mean, like, we don't have to dive into it today.
No, actually, I wanted to ask you how your white elephant thing went.
Oh, yeah. So that literally went like, we get there, we're doing our little thing. We all ate and everything, hanging out. And then I went over and sat next to my mom, and she was like, oh, crap. I forgot it at the house. And I was like, what are you talking about? Because we were talking about something else. And she goes, I forgot to bring the presents for that white elephant thing. And I was like, oh, I did too. Because, see, she had been reminding me every day for days. And I hadn't even told the boys about the idea yet. Like, I failed on communicating to 2 of my 3 people.
Yeah.
That we needed to do this white elephant. So they had no clue about white elephant.
So you guys showed up with no gifts, no nothing?
I showed up with no gift. The boy showed up with no gift. My mom showed up with no gift.
Oh,
My friend showed up with no gift. Then we asked my grandfather. He also forgot his gift. So we were at my aunt's. She's the only one that remembered. Because we were at her house.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh, I've got a few gifts. So I've got all these extra bags. Let me run back to my back bedroom and I'll just put random things in there. Yeah, I got all these random things. And we're like, we can just maybe next year or something. No, it didn't stop her. She went and filled up a bunch of random bags, and we proceeded to do the white elephant thing.
So she just found random things in the house that she said were I have extras of, and decided to package them up.
Right, because she used to be a school teacher. So she has a lot of random crafty school type supply type things left over still that she's never gotten rid of.
What would have been cool is if she just found like old, classroom projects, and that's what she wrapped. Like, you just got little Jaden's turkey hand.
Right.
From 3rd grade.
Yeah.
From her 3rd grade classroom.
1998.
Oh, she's not a teacher anymore.
No, she retired right before COVID.
And she has all this stuff.
Oh yeah, she still has it.
Which also, with teaching, what blows my mind is schools always ask for so much supplies. And I remember we spoke about that one time. Was she one of those teachers that asked for can you bring in 3 boxes of tissues so we can have 105 in the classroom?
Well, so I think her classrooms only had maybe 8 students.
Oh, they were special classrooms.
Oh, very special.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which
she adored. They were lovely people.
But on a scale of 1 to I need a lot of help, where were they?
Ultra retard. Yeah.
Okay.
So a bunch of coloring books that were uncolored, and
that's kind of cool though.
Yeah,
I can get down with a coloring book now.
So they were all gift bags is how we did it this year.
You didn't do the Walmart bag because you forgot.
Right. I didn't even put anything in a Walmart bag.
So what'd you end up with then?
So I got number 1.
Okay,
which
cool.
Is the ultimate
best
number.
Yeah.
Right? So I drew first, and mine had a Marvel coloring book, like the Marvel comic people's, and then a pack of crowns.
Crown cigarettes?
Crowns, that you color with.
You mean crayons?
Crowns.
This is not at all close. you pronounce that?
Yeah, see, I've always had issues with that. My
I say crayons.
ex-wife, still wife, used to always get me to say that.
Yeah.
Was like, how do you say that thing that kings put on their head? And I'd be like, crowns.
Yes.
What are the things that you color with? Crowns. They're all crowns.
In your mind, there's no difference. I've never heard you say that before, ever in my life.
Well, we've never been, laying on our bellies next to each other. So maybe one day.
So you say crowns for crayons?
Crowns.
Is that like a Southern thing or is that just a you thing?
I don't know. Ask other people.
I feel like
know how I say it. I mean, I don't know how. Oh, I don't know how other people say it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask
crowns
other people that I know from the South.
Yeah.
And be like, how do you say that? Because I don't think crowns. That's why I thought you said cigarettes right now. And also would have been crazy that your aunt was like, white elephant, I'll throw a pack of crowns in there.
Yeah, a pack of crowns with this kid coloring book.
Yeah, with the
right.
The ultimate adult starter pack.
Right.
That would actually be pretty cool.
Right. I mean, it would have.
You color, smoke a cigarette, have a cup of coffee.
Right.
Like,
ooh, because that was one thing I did like to do is like ash my cigarettes on what I was like drawing.
Oh, and so you would use it to like smudge in. That's actually kind of cool.
Like, shadow work and stuff like that with the cigarette ash.
So I do want to bring up, I did have a very, I think, Mexican Christmas. So a lot of food.
Mm-hmm.
I think there were about 30 people in my house.
Right.
And then it was a bunch of fun. But my cousin that day, we celebrate Christmas Eve. So on Christmas Eve, went to Walmart and picked up a piñata.
Oh.
And
what kind?
It was a taco.
Yes, it was.
So
y'all beat the shit out of me.
So it was actually you, and I had strung you up.
Yes.
No. So
you hung me on Christmas Eve
by the butthole, by the butthole gooch, by the gooch area.
Yeah, it's a thick area down there.
So it was.
Continue.
What was wild? So we didn't have any string or anything, right? So I got a shovel out of the garage, and then just kind of like held the metal part of the shovel. Like I had a good grip on my forearms with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that piñata was pretty heavy. And there was a bunch of kids there, right?
Oh, you were like acting as if you were the tree and the rope.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
and
my.
Everyone in my family was like, we should probably do this outside. And I was like, nah, it'll be fucking fine.
Go to the dining room, the fancy room.
No, we were in the living room, right?
Oh.
You seen,
That's a big space though.
Yeah. And plus all the kids were like, I want to say like 9 and under, right? So it's like they're not swinging hard.
Right.
And majority didn't. But my brother, who was an avid baseball player. He went last.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I know he's going to go crazy. So I was like, hey, don't swing it too hard. And he looked at me and said, okay. And he's like, don't move it out of my way. And I'm like, I'm not going to, because if I swing the piñata out of his way, he might. And also, my grandma was standing in the line of fire the entire time. So I was like, all right, I'm going to leave it there, because if he swings and misses, he's like breaking my grandma's face.
Right.
100%.
We don't want that on.
Right. She's already losing her memory. So like that would just send her.
Right. Lose the memory, loop the head next.
Yeah, it's fucked. So I let him hit it.
Uh-huh.
And he broke the broomstick that I gave him.
Oh.
And that shit broke. And I'm just like, get the candy, fucking kill each other. And, all the kids are like diving for the candy. They tackled my grandma a little bit. It was fucking crazy.
Grandma's on the ground.
Right. And then I'm like, I walk away because I'm like, all right, this is getting wild. And one of the kids is crying. So apparently my brother swung at the piñata. Piñata flew, clapped her right in the eye.
Oh.
And she just had her eye shut for like an hour since the piñata. She got no candy either.
Okay.
So that was, I think that was a highlight of my Christmas Eve.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, y'all did way more than what I did.
And we had like a bunch of good food. Like I still have leftovers from that I'm not eating because, diet.
Yeah.
But that day I had way too much rice and beans and pork and like you call them tomatillos.
Tomatillos.
Which I think is the funniest thing. Now when I say, when I think of tamales, I think of how you pronounce them. And I remember the first time I brought them to you too. And ever since that moment, you have never pronounced it the normal way ever.
Well, because that's how I pronounce it.
Yeah, for you, that's just what it is. So when you went to Texas, did you ask them for tomatillos?
No, I just said tacos.
Oh, you just had tacos.
Yeah, because I didn't know how to read anything.
Well, also for context, you were like by the border.
Oh, yeah, Laredo.
I really want to go there so bad.
I loved it.
Is it like scenic? Like desert looking? Like I don't
like coming into the city it is, but I mean the city was actually larger than I thought it was going to be for just like a border town.
No, it's a big city. Wait, is that where you also peed in the river?
Yeah, the Rio Grande has me floating through it.
That was so funny when you had just called me and said, "Guess what I just did?"
Yes.
Go
ahead, swim across our borders.
Yeah, you're swimming in my piss. Yeah.
Little taco juice on you, brother.
No, but the piñata had got me. I was like just thinking about like, damn, I wish you were there because it would have been funny if you were swinging at the taco on taco violence.
Right, that's happened.
My grandma, she was having a ball, dude. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And then we did the gift exchange and that was great. My sister got me a bunch of Polaroid film.
Okay.
Which is great because I was running low. And I had my film camera with me. So I took like a lot of photos.
Like 2.3K photos.
No, actually, I did have my digital camera and my cousin dressed up like the Grinch. She had like a full-on Grinch outfit. And my mom dressed up as Santa Claus. So I took pictures of them outside. It was really cool.
So I can't speak Spanish.
Right.
I mean, I can.
Mm-hmm.
I just put L in front of everything. So
Yeah, that's how that's
L,
done.
Santa Claus. L, Christmas.
El Taco.
L, taco.
Which is actually real.
I don't know if y'all understood that. I said taco in Spanish right then. So can you pronounce... remember I sent you that message, but I did the Google conversion thing over to Spanish.
Oh, Buena Noche? Was it that one?
What do y'all call?
Or Noche, I think, what was it? Was it Noche Bueno? No. I forgot what you had sent me, but it was like correct, but not really correct.
Oh, so I didn't nail it.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly how you phrased it, but it was, I can't remember.
So Christmas Eve is bigger than Christmas Day.
Well, as far as like, I think most Spanish cultures, but like Mexican culture, Christmas Eve you celebrate. So like, for example, it was always like that as a kid. So as a kid, I didn't necessarily fully believe in Santa Claus because
he came afterwards.
Well, so I think for a few years, my grandma would put out, like we would do the midnight gift thing, right? Because you open gifts at midnight on Christmas Eve, which would
going into Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when I would wake up, there might be like 1 or 2 or 3 things from Santa.
Okay.
But for the most part, I always exchanged gifts on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Or open gifts.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, that's how it's always been. And it's been so long since I've had that many people in my house on Christmas Eve. So like my old apartment in New York is like half the size of my house now, or maybe even a quarter of it.
Right.
And we had the same amount of people.
Oh.
But it was always so much more fun, I think, because I was a kid. Like we were just getting crazy. And then now there were all those people in my house. And there were times where I just had to go to my room for like 5 minutes and be like, oh my God, I need a break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was really cool, but I was like, damn, as an adult, I don't know if I can do this many people in my house.
Yeah. No.
So I had, as a kid, we had like, it's just so wild because we had so many presents, so many, but it was like the entire family's worth of gifts.
Right. Yeah.
Like in my, like half my living room. You know what I mean? And then this year, like I said, normally we don't have that many people. So it'll be like one or two gifts there.
Right.
And I was looking at the tree. I'm like, where the fuck did all these gifts come from? Who bought all this? I know I bought some.
Santa.
Yeah, apparently it's fucking Santa or Jesus.
Jesus brought them.
Yeah, Jesus.
He came back to life again, just for your family.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah, me either.
Well, no, I don't. I mean, no, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I believe in like people named Jesus. They're probably good people.
Just in general.
Yeah, just like
people who just have. Well,
like Craig.
Okay, so you think someone's name dictates their life, kind of.
Yeah.
So like Daniel.
Yeah.
What comes to mind when you hear your name on other people?
Oh, I was like on other people. You're probably a better version of Daniel than me.
Okay. That was kind of deep.
Yeah, because I think for me, when I hear Daniel to me, failure with humor.
So like you failed fun, like in a funny way?
Hopefully.
Or you failed and it was just funny now?
Well, I think I've failed quite a bit in my life. But then I try to make fun of it.
Okay, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I think I do the same thing. I don't think you failed a lot though, personally, just because I know you personally.
Well, right. I mean, but like, I guess as far as like, if you look at how you perceive other people's viewpoints to be of you, you know, or like the
Or your perception of yourself,
of how I project other people looking at me, you know,
yeah,
because of like, I don't do a lot of things as traditionally as others.
yes,
I try to
I
stay
agree.
outside the box with things.
But I think in you doing that, you kind of make a normalized, like for you, it's normalized. And I'm not gonna lie, for me, for like maybe the first 2 years of our friendship, it was a lot of like, oh, he just does that. Like that's just that he just does that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then obviously I never cared, but it was something where I was like, oh, he lives a little differently.
Right. Yeah.
Well, even when you were like traditionally living in a house, like it was still, you had your own little way of doing things. Like for me, one of my first memories for sure, where I was like, oh, this guy's different, is you let me ash a cigarette. Like I was like, hey, where do I ash this? And you're like, yeah, or no, where do I put this out?
Right.
And we were in your van.
Right.
And you had me, just throw it on the ground.
Yeah, just put it right in the floorboard.
And I was like, what the fuck did you just say?
Right. Just ash on the floor, throw it out on the floor, stomp it on the floor.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. And then, so during all of that, I was just like, oh, this is just him. And obviously now, like, I know you.
Right.
You know? But I can see how others' perception of you would be like maybe either quirky or sometimes they do think you're, I guess, failed. I guess, which doesn't make any sense to me because it's like,
right. Because like I feel pretty content with life.
Yeah.
You know, perception, you know, like how I perceive things. But also I think with like failing, to me, it's like, okay, well, it still shows I'm willing to try things.
Yeah.
You know, because there's just so many opportunities in life and different options and choices you can make. So you make a choice. Not every choice is going to work out, obviously. Yeah. So you just go, oh, okay, well, that didn't work. You know, or it didn't work out as I wanted it to, or it didn't work out the way it was supposed to. So then you just,
Well, I think for me, I've always kind of, for a bulk of my life, I've I've let perception of myself dictate how I live my life, right? Which I think a lot of people struggle with, but like there's so many experiences or things that I wanted to do or actions that I wanted to take that I didn't because that one voice in your head's like, oh, you're gonna look stupid,
right.
or people are gonna think you're cringy or whatever. And I think the older I get, now I'm like, cool, I'm just gonna do stuff, even though it does happen from time to time, that perception. But for the most part, I've like just kept it going.
Right. And I think, I mean, even, you know, at my age, I still get that voice that, you know, tells me, oh, like I shouldn't do it this way, or what are people going to think, or whatever, you know, to be a child and still have that innocence, to not have the, being self-conscious.
Yo, that right there with children is insane. Because as a baby, toddler, well, probably to like, I don't know the fucking psychology, but like, I'm going to say maybe 10.
Right.
You kind of just don't give a fuck.
Right. You just do.
You just do shit.
Right.
And
you peel away, you go wham, wham, or
take your clothes off just whenever, which you can do now. But I'm just saying.
Oh, I can. So let's move the mic and get this done.
But kids in general, they just like do.
Right. Yeah.
And then it's like as you get older, you have more ability to do, but you do less because you don't have that like innate ignorance
right.
to the world, I guess. Which I don't know. It's something I write about a lot because sometimes when I just like write it down, it allows my brain to tell me, hey, the book knows your bullshit. So now you can just go do whatever.
All right. Do you know how I know you're gay?
How?
Because you write things down.
You got a notebook right next to you. Yeah, I mean, what are you talking about?
No, I mean, I think, yeah, really I think the line of trying to just be who you are and do the decisions that you feel are important, and you know, when you're thinking about things and go, okay, well, you know, like for me, I try to think a lot of them, my thoughts and decisions are based on like my kids. You know, if I make this decision, what do I need to do to try to continue to make them happy and support them, you know, and provide them with the best life or a good life while making that decision, whether it be career, how we live, where we live, you know, things like of that nature. So, but I mean, that's kind of playing with that idea of just having that ignorance of, you know, like being aware of other people and what they think versus doing what you want to do, but trying to do it, you know, in a mature, responsible way.
That's like one thing that I've noticed with any of my homies with kids is like your actions. Most of the time when you become a parent, it seems like your actions and what you do are for your kids. You know what I mean? Not for yourself. And for me, most of my doing is for me. You know, or me and my partner. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
And so like it's like I have a glimpse of like my actions and what I need to do or want to do right now are in the sense of self and in the sense of my partner.
Yeah.
And then when you have kids, does like all of that go out the window for the most part? Because I've seen it with like, for example, like even my mom heard it from like, and like I said, all my friends with kids, and what I've noticed with most parents is like all the actions of self and maybe your partner, it feels like, or it looks like goes out the window, and it's like kids.
So I guess, okay, so like before I had children, in a similar boat that you're in now, right? Where it's pretty much I had me, and if I was seeing someone, my partner.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I tried to, make decisions or come up with ideas that were based upon us two, and back, even when I was single it was just covering my bases,
Yeah.
and then maybe some little degree of like, what can I do? Like, for the family, or friends, and stuff. So I think the biggest thing is, at least for me, you have kids, and then like you kind of you go to this place where you're like, oh, everything needs to be about the kids, and you lose yourself in that process.
Yeah.
Or if you're with someone else, you're also losing focus, because instead of me being like, I'm Daniel, it's I'm now Jacoby's dad, I'm DJ's dad, I'm Jasper's dad, and you kind of lose focus of yourself. I hear so many parents talk about like, oh, I had these different hobbies, painting, crafting, they played sports or whatever. And then they have kids, and then they look up and the kid's 7, the kid's 10, 12, 14 years old, and they pretty much gave up their hobby, the things they were passionate about because they had kids. The older I've gotten and the more I've grown as an adult, as a parent, is trying to find that balance, because there were quite a bit of times where I focused on the kids, not saying that's a bad thing, but I did not take time to check on me, as an adult, as a man, because I was so concerned with me as a parent or my kids or my significant other at different times. So it's finding that balance. A lot of me is when something happens and I make a decision, I like to go all the way to one side.
Yeah. Yep.
And then when I realize like, ooh, all the way to that one side is not the best, I don't just dial it down. I go all the way to the other side.
Overcorrecting.
Right. Super overcorrecting. And then I go, oh, okay, that's not working either. So let me try to find that middle ground. And then, eventually, hopefully I succeed and or the process continues where I keep trying to find that middle ground on things.
Yeah. It's so wild because I think I have some friends who ask me for advice, I guess, with somewhat finding themselves. And I'm not the best at it. Like, I think it's always you're in a constant state of trying to find yourself or be who you want to be.
I agree.
And I can only imagine with kids, like, maybe if you have 24 hours in a day, you have 23 hours to find yourself, let's say, right? Or whatever, for the most part, when you're by yourself.
And they're fun times by yourself.
Yeah, and you're just doing whatever, fucking shopping, whatever your vices are, whatever.
Yes.
And then you have kids, and I feel like that goes from like 23 hours to maybe 2 to 3.
Right.
Is it, you know what I mean? And so when people that I speak to ask about, how do you get so dialed in, or how do you kind of, reset yourself and all this, it's like, I can tell you, but I just don't know if you have the time or energy output to do that.
Right.
Because that in itself, I think, is such a hard job or a lot to do. You know what I mean? Like for me, waking up early to go to the gym, I can do that. I can also go to the gym in the evening. I have no other responsibilities other than my job,
Right.
for the most part.
Yeah.
So like if I want to do that, or if I want to, I don't know, drive to Wilmington for whatever fucking reason.
Yeah. Before work.
Yeah. I'm just going to go. Right. And then I can only imagine with kids, it's like, oh, well, like I want to go to the gym, but shit, I got to take little Jimmy to fucking school at 7 a.m. That means I have to go to the gym around 5 or 4.
Yeah.
And then I can already see, like, and by you working on yourself, it in return is just taking up so much of your energy, and you feel like you're losing yourself there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So it's something that actively, and a lot of the times I get like a lot of insight from you, because for those of you who don't know, Daniel has lived a lot of life. Not that he's old, he's just done a lot of things in the life.
All right, I'm like 14.
Whoa, yeah, but that's how we play it. You're just actually a 14-year-old that I'm also 15.
Yeah, I've got a voice changer that I'm speaking into.
Right.
Yeah, I picked the wrong voice.
But you know, a lot of my insight comes from the things I've heard you talk about, especially through fatherhood.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I don't know when I'm gonna get there, but
In 9 months.
No, it's not in my what I want to do right now. Granted, do I know it can happen? Of course.
Right.
We be safe, whatever. Right. But it's something that I've like heavily thought about for like I guess like in 5-6 years out from now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or whatever that timeline is. But it is something that like in my head, I still feel like a teenager, and I'm 28.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I still feel like I'm 15 at times, or even though I know I've made all this progress, but the idea of all my actions now aren't for me or my partner. They're for this tiny human that I'm responsible for.
Right.
My brain cannot make that connection. It can slightly,
yeah,
but that full jump, it's just not there.
Right. So picture, say you bought a pack of paper, like computer paper comes like a pack of 80 sheets.
Yeah.
So right now you're able to put a good, 50, 60, 70 sheets in your folder, and then you want to put some in your folder for you and your partner, you and your work, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause like you were talking about, you right now, at least based on someone that has kids, you have less folders.
Yeah.
So having a kid, or having multiple kids, you just have more folders. So you still have the same stack of 80 papers.
But you got to divvy it out.
Right. You just got to make time to do them things. And that's even like when you look at your folder and you go, oh, I've got 20 pieces of paper in my folder. What are you going to do with them 20 pieces of paper? Like you were talking about, like you get up early. So like me, when I get up, I spend hours just, watching YouTube videos, playing on my cell phone, flipping through things where I could delegate that time to, still having like, hey, I'm going to watch a YouTube show or something. I'm going to mess around on my phone or play my little game or something. But then, instead of that being like 3 hours, cut it down to like an hour.
Yeah.
And then delegate the other 2 hours for something else. But at this current point, I mean, granted, since starting this, I spent like 3 hours because I kept getting my alarms going off and I'd just
snooze them.
Hit dismiss. No, I just kept hitting dismiss.
Yeah.
And every time it's like, 8 o'clock. Oh, wow, it's already 9 o'clock. Okay, well, I'm going to stop doing what I'm doing here in a few minutes. Because I hadn't even put on like a YouTube show or something to watch, right?
Yeah.
Like I had just been consumed with messing with, the different like social medias and messing around with, all that kind of stuff that I'm trying to learn. And literally 10 o'clock dinged. And I was still messing with it. And all I had done was mess with that stuff, check my blood sugar level, have my gummies, and made 1 cup of coffee. So then all of a sudden DJ walks in talking about, oh, I got to be at work at 11. And I'm like, oh, God, I ain't got no time to do nothing. But I did. I mismanaged my time, and that's something.
For me, this upcoming year, I want to get better at managing my time because I've already made a lot of progress, I think. my day starts at like normally during the work week, 5 a.m. I'm up, and I'm like blessed enough to where I don't need an alarm clock.
Right. Yeah.
I have an alarm and I have it set, but I naturally just wake up at that time.
Yeah.
Now, granted, this past week with the whole vacation and holidays and shit, fucking forget it. But for the most part, wake up at 5, and because of Daniel, aka Taco,
Yeah.
I am now checking my blood sugar.
Oh yeah.
And I forgot to tell you, I picked up a blood pressure machine.
Okay, so I haven't done that.
They're super cheap. At Walmart, I got it for $30.
Oh, okay.
So I do all that in the morning. Head to the gym, come home, cook breakfast, shower, go to work until about 5 or 6, depending on the day.
Okay.
And then usually it's the time after work that I think I mismanage the most.
Oh,
as far as like,
yeah,
because at that point I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't like, I don't care about reading my book. I don't care about working on this other project. I don't fuck it. But my goal for 2026 is just to manage that a lot better, because I like being productive. I really do. And what I've noticed is, for me, I try to be productive in way too many things at one time. So it's like, first it's like dieting, but then it's like, might as well go to the gym, and might as well read a book, and might as well meditate, and might as well take cold showers, and then it's like 10 different things that I'm trying to do in one time. But this past few months, I've just been, doing the gym thing, the dieting, and I'm slowly bringing back in writing.
Right.
And now I'm going to slowly bring back in reading, because I used to read a lot, but now, because of like my perception of my own time, I'm like, I'm so busy and there's so much shit to do, when it's like, no, it's not real.
Right.
Like, that's just not a real thing, because I have the time.
Yeah.
I don't have kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he does not have kids.
Right. So I don't, next year, I just want to get better at that and feel more productive. And I have like a few different systems that I know I can do, and so that's the goal for next year.
Right. And I think I'm on a similar page as far as like being better with like, what are my priorities? Where do I want to, set time aside for certain things?
Yeah.
Because like with my diet, and it's like, it was just change how I eat, and I've really been slacking on, I was supposed to do that for like a month or so, and then move into incorporating like 3 walks a week.
Yeah.
I accomplished 1 walk, and then I was like, oh, it's so cold. So I used the bitch excuse. I was just like, oh.
Those excuses, though, feel so good. Like, in the sense of
my warm camper.
Right. Like, those excuses are the fucking best and worst, right? Because inherently, that's a bitch ass excuse.
Right.
But then it still feels good in your brain of like, oh, but it was cold out.
Yeah.
So it's okay that I didn't go do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that happens a lot.
I did do that this past week with my mom coming to town, and then Christmas, and I had just gotten my hand tattooed. Right. So I was like, I have a bunch of excuses right here that I'm going to use this week.
Yeah.
But tomorrow morning, though, tomorrow's Monday, I'm going to get back to it.
Right. Yeah. And I think you should hold me accountable for my 3 walks.
Or I'll just go do it with you, and I'll jog. I'll do jogging laps, and then until you finish your walk.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, y'all don't realize this. We're actually walking right now.
I'm actually jogging right now.
Right. I mean, listen to his breathing rhythm as he is running. I'm actually sprinting.
So also for context, me and Daniel have agreed. I know I'm morbidly obese.
And I'm morbidly obese by just a little bit less.
Yeah.
Like a feather. Yeah. Which I did weigh myself today.
What'd you got?
235.4.
Dude, that's so crazy. What's that, 15 pounds?
Yeah. Right? Or no, 234 because it's 17 point something pounds because I started like 251 something.
Dude, that's fucking insane.
Right.
Okay, I really do think you need to eat a little bit more. I think.
Right. It's so
great.
weird.
Like it's good. It's amazing progress, but you've done that in like a month and a half.
Right.
Well, actually, no. That actually was on track then. That's on track.
Right.
From the shit that we calculated.
Right. I mean, because like even like when I started and was looking at like, okay, well, looking up different things on Google and stuff like that because I'm an expert, obviously, and I was like, hey, this is my weight, this is this, and it was like, oh, if you consume so many calories, I was only supposed to lose about 1.5 pounds. We're trying to hit that like 19 to like 2,000 mark.
Yep.
A calorie consumption, and the first few weeks almost like say I've been doing this for a month and a half. So like the first 4 weeks, I was pretty much like spot on hitting that mark. And it's just been over the last 2 weeks that like I've had some like really low like calorie days, you know, and even like starting to come in under my goal, and getting more like the 1,400 number on more of a consistent basis. Now there's been some other days that have went back up to, that 2,000 mark or whatnot. I did decide to put a big X on my sheet for Christmas Day.
Oh, I'm right there with you.
Right. Didn't even write down anything.
Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Did not log any food. I was just like, this is a wash of a day.
Right.
And I loved it. And here's the thing. I'm a true fat kid, right? 100%.
Same.
Sweets are the death of me.
Yes.
They will always be the death of me. Cookies and brownies with milk is that, like, if it wasn't so bad for you, I would just do that all the time. I'd literally just eat that. Right. And so the neighbors in my neighborhood made my household, like, I swear to God, like 200 fucking cookies.
Oh.
And we had white chocolate chip.
Oh.
And regular chocolate chip.
Uh-huh.
So I think it was like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day had 3 of them cookies with a big ass glass of milk.
Oh.
Fuck. And we had chocolate cake.
Oh.
So it was a wash.
And I need you to close your eyes right now. Just keep talking about that. Oh.
That's how it felt when I was eating it. I swear to God.
Yeah.
So, but it felt good when I ate it. And I didn't beat myself up because this is life, right? This is how shit's going to work, right? Mm-hmm. So, but I'm excited for Monday to kind of get back to it. And I'm very curious to see where I'm at by my birthday. So like March timeframe next year.
Right, yeah.
Because I've already lost 20 pounds. Mm-hmm. And I want to, like, my big goal is to get to 240. So I'll be 40 pounds down.
Okay, yeah.
And then from there, we'll shoot for 200. And then at that point, I think I'm going to look like a different human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's why I've been, like, I introduced the blood pressure thing. Because I know I have high blood pressure.
Right, yeah.
And it's dude, it's so crazy. Because, like, I've been tracking my sugar, my sleep, my heart rate, my blood pressure. And obviously the goal is to go to the doctor at some point, right? But with my blood pressure, I checked it. When I first got the machine, I checked it. Mm-hmm. It was hypertension, which is like higher than elevated.
But that's really good though.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
That is not good.
So I've been lying to myself all these years.
And then the machine that I got has an app because, I love apps. Oh, yeah. And I love that.
Big into technology.
Big, right. So I checked it again. It says to check it like during when you first wake up and then right before bed.
Okay.
So hypertension before bed.
Okay.
Woke up in the morning. That was the day I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and didn't go to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Blood pressure, good.
So you're like, I need to get to work.
Yeah.
I may die today.
So then that night it was elevated. This morning was elevated. And I think if I can just have a good backlog of data, it can give me a better idea of where I actually am with my health. Right. Because I haven't been to the doctor in almost 10 years. Right?
Yeah.
So funny enough, Daniel has gone recently.
Yeah. I'm
and-
on the doctor wagon.
Yeah, and you know, I'm self-employed, so I don't have health insurance.
Same.
So
Well, thank you, government.
yeah, fuck yeah.
Medicaid.
So the only thing I've been doing as far as like paying for health wise would be my mental health.
Yeah.
That's something
which
I
is
introduced
amazing.
in the past month of like going to therapy and stuff, which has been extremely good.
Yeah.
It's been the most different thing I've ever done. So now,
Did you have a session this weekend?
no, not this weekend.
Okay.
Because of the holidays and stuff. So we're going to reconvene next weekend.
Okay. Cool.
So I'm really stoked on that. And then, yeah, next year is going to be a big year for me as far as like, I guess big goals would be health and my time management because I'm tired of feeling like shit, obviously,
Right.
both physically and mentally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think with that, I'm like looking forward to the new year.
Mm-hmm.
A little nervous, I guess, because I think one of my biggest stressors is work.
Yeah.
And that's something that I'm learning to navigate a lot better.
Yeah.
I do want to bring my blood pressure machine here when I'm working, just to see if I'm in like hypertension 2, which, and then I think there's hypertension 1, 2, and then the one after that is like you're having a heart attack.
Oh, I was gonna say dead.
Yeah, like you're dying. So yeah, those are my big goals, and I'm excited for it. Christmas was fucking fire. This time is fire. I do have to go back to work tomorrow. That's fine.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think I'm really looking forward to next year. And we got this thing going. So
Yeah, which like I was telling Aunt, like super excited about this. Like I just want to be on the mic or doing stuff, dealing with this like way too much, which goes back to earlier where I say I like to jump all the way to one end, you know. So got to learn to like,
which is fine. And also for context, my skill set, me specifically, my skill set, I've done a podcast before. I am a photographer, videographer, graphic designer. I work in the tech industry, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess you could say, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So a lot of this stuff I kind of know how to do. And my goal is to, at like a year from now, Daniel knows how to do a lot of this stuff.
Right, because all I know how to do is drive here and talk.
Which is fine for me. Yeah. But I think you're going to pick up a lot of skills the more we do this, especially when we look back and reflect 2026. I think it's going to be cool. 2025 has been the most craziest year of my life for me.
Yeah, you've had a lot of stuff happen in 2025.
It's been the most insane year I've ever had.
Yeah, this man's had some incredible opportunities and situations that have happened in 2025.
So I'm grateful for him. It has been nuts, but I'm more or less excited to do this venture with Taco. I don't know. We've always talked about doing something together.
Right, yeah.
And I think this is going to be an ongoing project that's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, no, I agree. And that's, and I do want to, say this, and I've told you this before, is, like, okay, so Aunt, you're 28, I'm 41.
Yeah.
Right. And one thing that I've learned to admire about Aunt is, when you hear that, the guy's got a good head on his shoulders, like really, chill, genuine, and just the ability, just a lot of relationships people have with people is very surface.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I think has made our friendship, grow and really stay connected over the years. Because we haven't always been, like daily talking to each other. We've lived in different, states and stuff like that. But I do feel like our relationship has grown so much stronger over the years.
Yeah.
Especially over like the last, like, say 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think when we put the distance between us and I moved, it really somehow connected us.
I think when you moved, we I think both of us like made it more of a effort to like call and check in.
Right.
And I don't know, me and the both of us have like discussed things that I don't think anybody else in the world would have like really discussed over the course of that time.
Right. Like we actually figured out the cure for cancer. Ha ha.
Yeah. It took us a 5-minute phone call.
Right. And we're not telling y'all.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Duh. Why would we do that? We need to make all this money.
Oh, I was going to say, die, bitches.
Yeah. But we've like discussed like some things that I don't know. Like it's even crazy. I will say with seeing a therapist, it's like almost come in prepared because I'm like, I've talked about this to a certain point with like my best friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also will say for everyone out there, if you see a therapist, it's awesome because they don't know shit about you and they don't really care about you. Not like that. You know what I mean?
His therapist doesn't care about him at all.
She actually told me to kill myself, really.
Right.
No,
and then he didn't call the 1-800 number. He called me and said, yo. And then I was like, yo.
I think there's a future episode that I'd like to do where we go into like our, I think when we talk about the Circle K days, we'll probably give a good backstory to a lot of things. But yeah, me and you have like discussed some of the most insane things.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like this episode was been different from last week. Last week was very loosey-goosey, funny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I just want to give anybody listening context. Like this is kind of how we'll go week to week.
Right.
Next week, we could talk about one story that Daniel has with his mother. That is, I can't say unless he wants to, but it's hilarious. If it ever comes out, that'd be insane. Or, you know, sometimes we do talk about like some real shit, which is literally how our phone calls and conversations have gone the entirety of our friendship.
Yeah.
We have discussed throughout the years women and just wild things there.
Yeah.
To me having an emotional breakdown, to insecurities, to fatherhood.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one thing that Daniel has shown me as far as like how it feels, like I guess how it looks to be I don't like to use the word older, but
it's accurate.
You know, an older male figuring out like fatherhood and life. But the one thing that you do that's awesome is you always do it however you want to do it. And that shit is the most fire fucking thing ever.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to put my spin on
whatever.
Right. Yeah.
You know, most people are like, oh, father, you got to buy a 2-bedroom house, whatever. And he's like, nah, I'm going to show my kids the country. You know what I mean?
Here's this camper in this shed. Get in there.
And shit in his bucket.
Right. And shit in the bucket.
But, well, I guess that's going to be episode 2.
Yeah, episode 2.
You know, you can hit us up on our socials, on the emails, on all that good stuff.
Oh, also, spoiler, we're going to have a phone number hopefully by the next episode.
Yes, we will have a phone number that you can call or text at any time.
Yeah, and then we'll see what we do with that.
Yeah, if you want, leave us a voicemail, shoot us a text, say whatever the hell you want, preferably nothing insane.
Yeah.
Hopefully good things, but
go however you want. And also let us know in case we do want to air anything, if you want your name changed, if you want your content on the air, or just for us to personally read and get a little giggle, get a little tear out of.
Actually, very cool idea I just had right now. Maybe at some point we have like an advice thing. And I'm not saying that we are professionals by any means.
But I am. We are professionally advice givers.
We can do some good advice though, I think.
I'll go get an online course.
Oh, you want to make one, or you're going to go get certified online, is what you're saying?
Both. I'll become certified to do certifications. I'll be certified certification-ish. That'll be my title for 2026.
I'm all for it. So we'll have a phone number. If you want to call in or call that number, Taco will have that phone with him. So if he answers, you get ready.
Right.
He may or may not answer. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, so that's episode 2. And we'll see you guys next week.
All right. And by the way, fuck your kids.
The call you have made requires an initial deposit. Please hang up momentarily, listen for dial tone, deposit the amount specified on the instruction card, and dial your call again.
Anybody got a quarter?